Hello everybody, I'm back. I'm going to do something different today. I'm going to do a double feature review of a couple movies you've probably never heard of. We'll be right back. I haven't seen any reviews on movies of this nature, so I thought I'd try and be the first. Maybe they're out there, but I haven't seen any. So what I've decided to do is a double feature today on two of my favorite Mormon movies. Now, LDS movies, I think, get a bad rap, and understandably so, because some of them are pretty corny and not very true to life. But these are two that I think are and are very, very well done. So I'm going to start things off with my second favorite LDS movie. And this one is called Charlie. Okay, now I actually had a part in this movie. Nothing real big to speak of, but if you get the movie, and it's available on Amazon Prime. So if you have Amazon, it's not going to cost you anything to watch the movie. But at the 7-minute mark, they go to a carnival and they go to buy tickets to the Ferris wheel. I am the guy in the ticket booth. My whole thing, I say, how many? That's my big line in the movie. But anyways, here's the synopsis. Sam Roberts thinks he has all the answers. The purpose of life, the meaning of love, the plan for a perfect future. Until Charlie walks into his life. As different as Salt Lake City and New York City, Sam and Charlie are thrown together by circumstance and repelled by differences. He's scheduled and idealistic. She's spontaneous and cynical. He's guarded and practical. She's open and mischievous. Let's see. He's a Mormon. She isn't. Differences spark interest, though, as Charlie finds depth in Sam's idealism and Sam seeks the vibrance of Charlie. But all is not smooth in the Rockies as their relationship accelerates. Cultural differences, family issues, former loves, and life-altering changes threaten to shake things up. Okay, this movie does have its corny moments, but all in all, I think the message is really good. It's a very, very good movie. I remember when I went down to film it, to be honest, my agency had called me and told me they wanted me for the part of the guy in the ticket booth. So I was thinking, yes, I finally got something where I'm, it's going to be good. So I got down there, and then I was really upset because I found out they wasn't going to pay me anything. I had already done a ton of stuff for free, and I was really disappointed that they weren't paying me nothing. I'd taken the whole day off of work, lost a day's worth of pay and everything, so I was pretty bummed out that they weren't going to pay me anything. But I'm glad that I was in the movie, because after seeing it, I thought it was a good movie. Another thing that upset me about it was when I got down there, I looked at the storyboards, and all they had was like the back of my head in the storyboard. So the camera was going to be directly behind me. All you was going to see was the back of my head. I was disappointed in that. So without even saying anything to him, I sat completely sideways in the chair, so at least my profile would be seen. So you do see me in the movie. One little funny point, I watched this the other day again on Amazon, and I'm sitting there and I'm reading a book when they come up to buy tickets to the Ferris wheel. And I didn't think the camera would show it that well. I thought, this is going to be good. I'll just be reading this book when they come up, and then I'll set the book down to give them their tickets and then go back to the book again. Well, the book was an address book. And you can totally see it's an address book. I'm sitting there reading an address book like it's War and Peace or something. It was pretty funny. But anyways, this movie, Charlie, out of 10 stars, I would give it 8 because it's really an emotional movie. I really enjoyed it. It stars Heather Beers as Charlie, Jeremy Elliott, and it's directed by Adam Thomas Andrade. It's streaming on Amazon Prime now. Charlie, Charly. Check it out. Okay, now on to my my absolute favorite LDS movie. And this one is called Brigham City. Now, there's a town in Utah called Brigham City. This isn't that. This is actually a fictional town. Brigham City is about a small, idyllic town in rural Utah. Wes, played by Richard Dutcher, is the town sheriff. He's a widower and one of the 17 bishops in the town. There had never been a murder reported in the town until one day when Wes comes upon the crime scene of a murdered woman. Since Wes has no experience in murder investigations, and because he wants to keep the murder's influence out of his town, he calls in the FBI from their closest office in Salt Lake City, Utah. Suspicion becomes rampant as more murders occur until the killer is finally exposed. Okay, now I love this movie. I've heard it been compared a lot to movies like Blood Simple, which was one of the first Coen Brothers movies, I believe. And it's kind of film noir. It's really, really good. The acting in it's great. The main character's played by Richard Dutcher, who also wrote and directed the film. It also stars Wilford Brimley. Wilford Brimley is also in this movie. I actually auditioned for it, but I didn't get in the movie, obviously. But it's a very, very good movie. It's suspenseful. It's a murder mystery. It also deals a lot with guilt. The sheriff feels a lot of guilt not being able to help figure out who was committing all these murders in this town. So my number one pick for the best LDS Mormon movie ever made is Brigham City. I would give this a 9 out of 10. I don't think it's streaming anywhere, but I'm sure you can find it if you're interested in it. I highly recommend it. It's an awesome movie. Even if you're not LDS or a religious Mormon person, it's a very, very good movie. It's called Brigham City, and check it out, and I will see you next time.